Ah, crap, I did it backwards. Oh well. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Manny Bothans. This is the Manny Bothans' primary podcast, and I'm in space. Oh, shit. Let's go to intros. Damien.
Hey, this is Damien. I'm the guy in limbo. Kind of in between corps. Got war decked again, so I'm running away and hiding.
Oh, speaking of which, you did get your mail, right?
Yep, replying now.
Awesome. Yeah, I did a bad. I was recruiting, and I'm terrible at recruiting. I did the interview. I totally forgot to put the I guess our version of Pastebin of that interview into a link that that recruiting can look at. Oops. But I got it taken care of once I saw my mistake.
As long as it's good now.
Tell them Manny sent you. Don't make me do any of your paperwork. It's a bad idea. I'd like to think I'm the PR portion of the recruiting operation. I can do paperwork in a pinch. Don't depend on it.
I'm just the face.
Yes, I am the beautiful face of American Enterprises.
Your face is beautiful, Manny.
I know. Sometimes it's rough being me, but somehow I just go through it a day at a time, and here we are.
Yay.
And he's so humble, too.
Oh yes, absolutely. And next is my equally handsome co-host Kazumi. Go ahead and give us an intro.
Hey, I'm Kazumi Umbrelli, CEO and Director of Matsuya Industries. Still now the war deck free at Matsuya Industries.
Of course, now that he said that, he'll be war deck tomorrow.
Yeah, I know that's probably true, but I've been upgrading my Eve experience by making a high-sec alt corp. Trying to spin up and get back to my roots doing of high-sec mining. Yeah. So I'll leave a little history there and pass it on to Tanis.
Oh, hey. This is Tanis Zanzomi, your friendly, most of the time friendly HR. Um, just happy to be chilling here with you guys today, so thanks for having me back.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, absolutely. And new to the show, Voltaire.
I'm Voltaire Stonecraft, member of Aeron Robotics in Galante Militia, Galmill Best Mill.
So how's it going out in Galmel space?
Pretty good, we're winning again.
Frying the calamari.
Yummy.
I am Manny Bothans, host of the Manny Bothans' primary podcast, recruiter with Miracle Enterprises and line member of Just Let It Happen Alliance. I haven't really come up with a tagline for Just Let It Happen Alliance, so just let it happen. F you, mate.
It works.
Yep.
It works both ways, too. Like, whenever I see Smack talking local, they're like, just let it happen, guys. I'm like, I don't think you understand.
Yeah,
We
unfortunately, we don't have the same sort of flush finances as certain other alliances have. Infamous. Being able to drop carriers at every gate.
I gotta admit, that was hilarious.
It was hilarious. Don't get me wrong.
That was fantastically hilarious, but I do admit, I mean, cool, good on them for capitalizing upon that. That's a really good idea. But I'm really kind of happy that CCP is looking at the carriers right now and going, being able to drop carriers on everything might not be the best way Let's
So
fix.
let's go ahead and tell the story real fast before people get too far flowing, thinking
Oh
we're
yeah.
dropping dreads and supers everywhere, and people are just dropping carriers on us and rinsing us. No, 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 no. We do a Tal War Tuesday fleet where everyone gets in Tal Wars every Tuesday, and we go
We
find a fight.
expect to die.
Oh yes, this is it. This is an Aloha snack bar fleet. Ensure your ships you're not docking it again.
Hmm.
Enjoy your kill marks while they last because they won't.
It's true. It's
So
super true.
we're going through. And where is it they live? Quarius.
Catch.
We were on our way to catch, but we never got there.
I think we did. We were like
Mm-mm.
on the outer edge. Okay.
No, we were still either in Quarius or maybe somewhere in Delve. I think it was Quarius.
I
Uh,
was too busy laughing.
we were in I want to say infamous territory. I could be wrong on this. Hey, I just got hosted. Yay. And my alert's working correctly. Woohoo! In any case, I was, we were flying through Quirius. I think it was infamous space, and literally every system we jumped into, a Sino went up right on the gate, and
Killer
in
Bridger.
comes,
Sino.
yeah,
A Mauler. There has also a Sino.
a double-plated Sino who was just tanky as all fuck. Then again, he was explosively tanked, and we were firing on I want to say tum tum sticks.
Tummy sticks.
Tummy
We were
sticks.
firing tummy sticks. Because
Yeah.
we're mature like that.
We have cutesy names for our missiles. You know, we got meow meows and pirate missiles and tummy sticks, and I forget what the red ones are.
Gingers.
Gingers, that's right. We fire soulless gingers at our enemies.
And it's okay, right? Because one of our red-headed brethren said you should name thermal missiles gingers. I'm like, I don't know. It's like I'm a ginger. It's okay.
It's been ginger approved.
I guess so. Yeah.
I give my
Actu-
permission as a ginger.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's actually a fun fact for all you red-headed men out there. Women are more attracted to red hair on average. Go figure, right? Something genetics. Anyways, we're roaming in Talwars, shooting not gingers, tummy sticks. Do the thing, Manny.
Yeah, he was completely tanked against it. So his double plates and our poor choice of damage type was taking us a long time to kill this thing. Then how many carriers was it? 2 or 3?
2 initially.
Yeah, 2 initially. We took down a light fighter squadron in our destroyer wing.
T1 destroyers.
Yeah,
by the way.
T1 destroyers.
Friggin'
It's
tall
not like we're
ones.
flying confessors and Sveeples out into their space. We're shooting light missiles and going, we're all gonna die. This is gonna be great.
Yep.
Which we did, and it was. And the best part
absolutely
was,
glorious.
this is the most glorious part for me. So they blew up my Talwar just after I'd gotten that Mauler dead. I got the kill mail on that one,
Mhm.
and I'm in my pod, and I'm like, well, shit, they're gonna kill me soon anyway. Time to plug the show. So I pipe up in local. Oh, wow, looks like Manny Bothans is primary. Be sure to check out my show on Thursdays, twitch.tv/Manny_Bothans, and just as I finished the post, I exploded. It was awesome. Last minute fucking can't say anything back to me because I'm gone now. Show plug. I hope those guys are watching.
I screamed, love it! I really should have screamed, notice me, senpai, and I charged the carrier with my pod. I like to think my pod scared the carrier.
Ah, no, it's a thing without weapons. It's full of goo. It might make my carrier messy.
I have to clean my windows. No! I just got this shit detailed. And I'm like, yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna have to pay someone to clean my window. No, my iskies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what was happening in my brain. That was not happening in game.
No, it wasn't. Sadness.
Yeah. But I am happy that CCP is kind of looking at it and going, so dropping carriers is fun. We like to, increase risk because, hey, that's what Eve's about. But dropping carriers on T1 destroyers because it's more advantageous is just kind of like, what? Casca what? Alright. So that's fun.
It's a metaphor for the cultural schism between the rich and the poor.
Damn that 1%.
Damn you.
Gas. Something something.
So
Can't
if you're,
play carrier.
I got
if you're-
accused of being rich. Oh my god, it was hilarious.
Oh my god.
I wish.
Yarp.
I can be rich. Give me a risk.
Agreed, yeah, for sure. By the way, Damien, did I hear previously that you may have applied to Meraki Enterprises?
I have
Oh my.
had an interview and everything. It was all official.
Yeah.
Did you wear something nice?
Nope.
That was anticlimactic.
I
I was
gonna say
expecting like
something.
your fancy underwear, or if you were naked, like true Eve fashion. Thou shalt be naked while playing Eve in the summer, unless you live in a basement.
I more or less t-shirt. That's about
Good
it.
man. Good man. Was it like a suit style t-shirt? Because those are fun. You
Nope,
don't even
I
have to wear a tie. It's already there.
Nope, just my work shirt. Oh, it was good.
Sweet. You get to fly with us crazy people.
Yeah, soon enough. As soon as I, actually get there.
Yeah. What you do?
Yeah.
Sell all your stuff, come out with ISK. That's the best way to do it. And don't,
Yeah.
for the love of God, bring any ore. We have way too much of that.
Bring all my ore. Got it.
Oh well, not a jump freighter pilot.
Yeah, fire trailer load in Jira and slow butter done there.
Nah,
Be sure to,
yeah.
Be sure to advertise the
where-
corporation wherever you go.
Every
Also-
system just build a macro so it just spans. Hey everyone, follow me here.
I just
man.
joined Meraki Enterprises and now I'm moving all my stuff to Nullsec. Come check me out.
I have 10 plex in my cargo hold. Whee!
Catch me if you can.
Oh man.
No, we don't want to
That'd be great.
oversell it.
Yeah. We're not that rich. Yeah.
You do a rabbit run and have 10 people with shuttles running around the system, and in theory, one of them has a plex in it there.
Oh man. But my favorite is when new bros come out to where we are, and we all just start taking bets on how far we get. That's like half the fun, especially if he's in a new bro ship or a T1 frigate. Some good times. I never make any money on it though, because I don't. Yeah, you know. I'm not very good for conversation today. I am a little tired.
Oh, that's all right. I am exploring.
There you go.
I'm
Oh.
trying out the new map controls with the probes. I see some changes have been made, and it's not too bad so far.
Sweet. Oh yeah, I hit up the Talking in Stations after show last week. That was interesting. May or may not have been really drunk. Alcohol enthusiast.
Hooray to really
Speaking
drunk.
of drunk, what's up?
Oh hey, how's it going?
It's going.
This good, this good.
Thought I'd just
Hey.
hot drop on in.
What's going on, Kale?
No, you know, a little this, a little that.
Hey, got a
Go ahead.
question.
I've got an answer.
Do you have a way of getting in contact with Jay McLean, or was that someone else?
I was just speaking to him earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, need to remind him that we're doing the show. He wanted to plug his event.
I will get him on the horn right now.
Awesome. Don't keep me from letting you do your intro though.
Oh, I'm doing that? Hey, what's up? This is Kale Decadence, member of XP Annihilation, also host of several new things to include the Monday Night Mind Clash podcast. And all that shit.
How's that going, by the way?
It was good. I had Kazumi there as well as Murdud past Monday. I can't do it this coming Monday, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to record on Sunday, which is why I was talking to Jay McLean because I'm gonna have him come on and talk about faction warfare and his thing and Eve Best of Us and all that.
That's neat.
Yeah, I was actually doing last Friday I recorded or I did a Twitch stream of I was gonna try to do like an Ask Me Anything slash just new bro stuff, but unfortunately I didn't have that box checked in the Twitch settings where I could save my broadcast for later. So my all my two viewers were the only ones that watched it, and nobody could ever watch it again. So joy,
Oh, that
Call it the
sucks.
Lost Pilot.
right? But I mean, it was good. It was a good prepper.
Yeah, you live and learn for sure.
Yeah, like right after I'm like, okay, let me go into the archives, and oh, it's not there.
There's a
What
reason
about
why I
the
haven't done any
SoundCloud?
more Undertale Let's Plays currently. I was doing my streamathon, right? Trying to raise funds to pay for audio hosting, which reminds me, y'all should, anyone listening should check out my Twitch donation page on twitch.tv/Manny underscore Bothans. Shameless plug there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Bob's your uncle, and how's your mama? Uh, where did that come from? That was bad. Anyway, I was doing my streamathon, and I had stopped a recording to try and keep the bits I'm uploading to YouTube under an hour. Totally forgot to resume the recording, and now I'm at like the final boss in the game, and the last half an hour before then is just totally gone.
No. That's some
That's all
crap.
right. Thinking about doing a No Mercy run anyway, which means I should probably reset my save file. Because I bet I know there is something there if you do a No Mercy run right out of the fucking box.
Yeah, Kale, if you use OBS to stream, you can have it so that it auto saves it.
Oh
If
yeah,
anything's
immediate
saved.
recordings. It's nice.
Yeah, I'm using XSplit right now, but I'm sure I could have done the same thing. Well, I know I can do the same thing. I just didn't think about it because I just switched over from my personal Twitch account to the Kale Deckens Twitch account, so I just forgot to make sure all the settings are right.
Hey, I might have found a wormhole. Yay!
Yay.
Is it Kazumi's?
No, I'm only like a jump away from Jita.
If it
That's
That
not
it
gonna be mine.
happens. It happens. That does happen.
Go ahead through, and we'll see.
Knock on the door, please.
show us where you're going.
I wanted to explore, not kill myself in hilarious ways. Just
It could be
saying.
good.
But I need a new kill mark, man.
I'm sorry, but my Astero can't help you with that.
That's why I helped myself.
I killed Mr. once in the wormhole. That was fun.
I've died in my Acero like a couple of times. That was not fun.
Oh, was that you?
No.
I'm just kidding.
I think it's been the last time was an exploding data site.
Ah,
Which
you
I
did a
think-
ghost site.
Yeah, this was the first time I did it, so I did not. I forgot how they work. Yay! That's one zero down.
Yeah, scan down a wormhole.
Woot woot.
Manny, are you streaming this on Twitch so I can
Yes,
pimp
I
you
am.
out?
Yes,
I'll
I
pimp
am.
you out.
I am streaming this on Twitch.
You know, I really wish Twitch would make it where you can change your name at least like once. Even if it costs $10, I'd do it.
I wish SoundCloud would let me do that.
Could always
Fortunately,
make
I
a
haven't
second
used up
account.
any name changes with Microsoft, so when I finally get an Xbox One, I'm going to change my Microsoft gamer tag over to that.
Yeah, I thought about doing a second account, but I broke, and I know it's not a huge amount, but after I thought about it, I was already hitting close to 40 followers, and now I'm broke 50, and so it's like, it seems like more effort to try to get those few people that actually seem to watch me regularly to follow me to a new place than it is just to deal with it.
Okay, for everyone who's watching on stream, I'm about to show you how to cheat at wormholes. This coming from a nullsec resident who knows practically nothing about wormhole space.
Okay, my
Yay.
characters are set up on the far side of the wormhole.
Approaching wormhole.
Yay, I has more followers.
Whee!
That was just me. Too
Yes, I
impressed.
know.
Sweet. Fuck yeah. Somebody's on. Oh, it's just Cap.
It's just that guy.
Never mind.
Oh, so a random thing for people who, care. I don't know if any of you have heard of humblebundle.com.
Yes.
Humble Bundle right now for their bi-weekly or whatever, they're doing this whole E3 pack, and for less than $4 even, you can get included in the pack is a skin pack for 4 different aircraft or spaceship skins and a 30-day free trial to Eve, which obviously isn't so relevant for those of us playing, but if you wanted to try boxing for a bit, I don't know, something.
It's a something.
It's a
Not a
something.
bad idea.
Start up a new
Yeah.
character and mooch ships off of Mike Azariah.
Been there, done that.
So I didn't quite get that. It was a humble bumble, and you get what?
Just a second, I'll pull it up fresh.
You can also fly around stealing things from people running incursions, like that lucky bastard did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got it pulled up right now. So if you
Yeah.
pay $4 or more, you get a XSplit Premium 3-inch license, Grey Goo, whatever that is, Monster Hunter, Blade and Soul E3 pack, and the EVE Online 30-day trial, plus 4 ship skins and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, and those ship skins are a separate code, so it gives you 2 different codes, one for the 30-day, one for the ship skin, so you don't have to tie them to the new character. You can claim them on an existing character if you care about those cosmetic little things.
I'm going to get this deal right now.
What skins are on there?
Just a second, I will tell you, because I already did this.
Cool.
Ooh, you can also get a Twitch Turbo 30-day subscription for paying just even $1. What a deal.
Let's see, it's a skin for 4 different frigates, one for each race. You have a Rifter skin, the Crusual, I don't know how to say
Crucifier?
that. It says Krusual.
Ah.
So you get that skin, you get the Intaki Syndicate Atron skin, you get the Wire Kami Kestrel skin, and the Serum Magnate skin. So like I said,
Ooh.
one for each, and it's only $4, so yay.
Serum skin best. So people will be like, no, Cater, and I'll be like, toothpaste. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Or is it the Canid? No, I think Canid is black and silver.
I have made it into the wormhole. It is C3. And there's nobody on it. Yay.
I ran my first wormhole.
They're all just invisible.
Yeah, it could be cloaked up, waiting for you.
Yeah. Which is why I'm just cloaked up, waiting for them.
I popped into one the other night, and somebody actually talked in local. He basically posted, he said, "We're all asleep, go away."
Oh, okay, I'll be right out. Sorry to bother you.
Pretty much. I kind of started butting back towards the wormhole, waiting to see what, and then all of a sudden I saw, I can't remember what it was. It was a Tengu? I think it was a Tengu pop up all of a sudden on my D scan, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm leaving now.
And I'm out of here.
Well, during the week, last week, one of my court mates and I had a chance to do a little PvP. So we had this explorer that came in and was running the sites, and my friend was in a Tengu and I was in an Estero. And I do so much PvP that when finally we got the right position and were ready to pounce on the guy, I came out of warped into this proper location and targeted and scrammed, and then I realized I'd scrammed my courtmate.
My favorite is when you're waiting for people to warp into you when you're in the belt, and then you warp scramble a rock. It's like,
Good
yep,
job.
yep, that rock is going nowhere, you bastard. Yep. Pro elite PvP right up here. Yep.
Well, we did get the guy, but his pod got away. But
Yeah, at least you got the ship, right? You had to make him walk home. It's like after a night of partying for chicks and they're wearing those nice shoes and it's all like, yep, taking the shoes off. Walk of shame. Let's go.
Know what that's like.
I know, right?
You walk around in heels?
Yes.
Only on Thursdays.
You know the pain.
yeah, how'd your parade go on Monday or Tuesday? Actually, I guess.
Oh, that shit was ridiculous. We're talking like for those of you who don't know, we're talking about we did a corps level run. So third Army Corps. We're talking first First Cavalry Division, Third Cavalry Regiment, and a bunch of other like sub units, all doing a 3 mile run. Boy, was that slow.
Heels?
No, not hills, you weirdo.
Actually, no, there is a run up
Yeah, I
here
saw
that gets
that.
to. Yeah.
He was hoping.
I mean, I brought them just in case, obviously.
Always bring them, and you gotta have those little inserts.
Never not heal.
Uh-huh.
No, we're talking about at times 14-minute mile pace, which is walking pace, mind you.
Wow.
And people were falling out and dying left and right, like they just couldn't hang on just for that last little mile.
See, I hate formation runs, not because of the pace, well, mostly because of the pace. I end up getting worse shin splints because
The slinky
yeah.
effect.
The slinky and the fact I'm 6'5", so my stride is a little long, and of course I'm in the back on those things. So it's like, yeah, I walk, I walk them and I do better.
I believe it, yeah. You got a long enough stride. I used to love running. Not so much.
Fun fact, having to do with science, apparently a glass of wine is equivalent to 1 hour in the gym, so I'm about 3 hours into the gym right now.
Nice.
Damn.
Can't argue with that. It's
I'm
science.
getting mad gains right now.
Ha! Yeah, I don't believe that.
Do you watch John Oliver last week?
Never heard of her.
So good. Him,
Oh, him.
John Oliver. Yeah, he's
I know.
Look,
hilarious.
yeah, look. You see his intro stuff. You can watch it. Actually, the night of, if not the day after, on YouTube. So you don't even have to subscribe to HBO to watch him. He did one on those scientific studies a few
Oh
weeks
my
ago.
god.
It was hilarious.
I know, right? Oh
I've
man.
seen a similar stance taken by one Foamy the Squirrel.
Oh, Foamy. Oh, does that guy still do stuff? Because that was
Yes, he
amazing.
does.
Holy crap.
I'll give you just a few hints. Jermaine didn't actually see all the crazy shit she saw. She was hallucinating. And Foamy bails her out of the insane asylum for, doing horrible things to Pizza Guy.
Damn. Hmm.
By the way, did any of you see the photo of the guy that managed to steal a shadow blueprint from a high-sec incursion?
No.
That sounds fun.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
was that on Reddit? And it's just a
Yes.
portrait of this dude, and his face is just kind of like sneaking up from the the bottom right, the bottom left corner.
No, it was a screenshot from a guy that. What he does is he goes into incursions and ninja loots things from the runners.
That's awesome.
Hey, you know
Screenshot
what?
of his Atron with a shadow blueprint.
Hey, you know what? If they're sneaky enough, that's a thing. Gotta be
That's,
careful.
that's fucking thug life right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've realized how terrible my scanning skills are trying to scan down the sites in this wormhole.
Get more better, Manny. Stop being such a nub, bruh.
What are you in?
And a Stero.
I do not know. I am not good at the scanning. That's actually one thing that I really want to do with my little high-sec tune. Just zip around and learn trial by fire. You'll get exploded a few times.
Well, we happen to know a pretty good wormholer.
If I come across Kazumi's wormhole, he's got free reign to shoot in my face. Gotta learn me.
If he can lock you.
Good point. Well, if
Yeah,
he's
I
mining
remember
right,
that.
he should be able to.
God damn
I
it,
don't mind the
Hawkeye.
wormhole, just the PI.
Ah, gotcha.
So if my epithel can lock you,
I'm too slow. Yep. Alright, what else has gone on this week? Oh, since last time, that whole walking in stations after show, that was a very interesting experience. I don't think I'm gonna repeat it that drunk. But very interesting. What was interesting about it was mostly just to kind of hear. There's this whole cultural thing with the Imperium and being in Goonswarm. So this is fascinating. When you have people switching from calling themselves goons, but they're not goons, and then you go, okay, you can't be both. So which is it? They're like, I'm in the Imperium in this corp, and it's like, but you're not in Goonswarm. You're not in that alliance. No, but I'm a goon, and I'm like, Keska what? So just a really, really fascinating Eve societal structure going on there. Because my alliance, I am part of my alliance, just let it happen. But I'm not going to call myself part of Marquis because that's not my home corporation. my cultural, like my Eve culture, is more in line with Lom Corporation. So what do you guys think about that phenomenon?
Well, it's really
I don't know.
just an
You start talking
organizational
about
level. Up until
you
recently,
start talking
somebody
about
in test would say they're in the NBC.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but you can say you're in the Imperium. But say someone who's in the Bastion says, I'm a goon.
That makes it kind of confusing that I heard a lot of complaining about, the war is not against the goons, it's against the Imperium. But then everyone in the Imperium calls themselves, a large number of the people in the Imperium call themselves goons. I mean, sorry, CFC. Just gonna,
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
It is a
it's
really interesting
weird.
thing, isn't it? Yeah, like even when I was in SMA, you remember Manny, we were in SMA. We were staunchly not goons, but we were part of the Imperium. So I wonder what happens. What happens there? Why?
It's
Why?
sort of like weird. It's a weird situation.
Yeah, it's hard to articulate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's always been, I can get how some people in the Imperium calling themselves goons can be confusing, but in all truth, they're all persecuted the same.
That is a good point. It's guilt by association, isn't it?
If you're in the Imperium, people are going to call you a goon, so you might as well just identify as one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I had that experience over at FanFest. Once I said what my corp was, or my alliance was, turned up their noses at me. It was goon. Kind of like this repulsion. It was like a physical repulsion too. It was really fascinating.
I guess
But next time you go to FanFest, you'll go, I'm with Just Let It Happen, and they'll be like, huh, what?
Who the fuck are those people? And it'll be like,
I don't remember them in
exactly.
the NBC.
I know,
So
right?
I did not experience any of that last FanFest, so I'm not in the Imperium, so I was on the other side of that, but I did not see a lot of people do that to the Imperium members I met.
Yeah, I think it may have been a very isolated case, but it was out of like the two the two people outside
Sure,
of
because
the coalition I actually got to meet. So it was really interesting there.
Oh, I'm actually doing some exploration, guys.
Oh
oh
damn,
dude,
son,
In a
you ex-
wormhole. Oh,
you
snap.
explore you explore the shit out of that wormhole, Manny. You showed his boss.
I'm gonna be all relic analyzing and shit. Oh, snap.
Oh man, get right.
No, I'm saving up so I can get the combined data relic analyzer.
Fancy.
I actually found one of BPC for one of those in a
Dude,
wormhole the other
make
day.
hay while the sun shines. I'm telling you, that shit is gonna standardize out at way below its current price. Go make one and sell it. Do it now. Do it while you still can.
Yeah, I actually posted up because I don't have the stuff, and with the pending move and everything else, I was just like, how much are the BBC selling for? And they were selling for. Some people had them contracted out for 200 mil. I didn't go crazy like that, but they were selling for 50 to 70. So we'll see.
They're selling at 114 now. Fucking
Dang.
make them. Make them now. Stop talking. Start your industrial lines. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
What are we making?
Little Shia.
There's the new analyzers that are combined with
Oh,
Relic
yeah.
and the Artifact or whatever.
Gotcha.
Which they're not as good as the T2 version that you have to use to make it. But you get an extra slot, so give and take.
Then I can put a full tackle set on my ship instead of the point afterburner I currently have set up.
thought that what mobile depots were for.
I don't have the CPU for it, and I really don't want to put a mobile depot in my cargo hold. It's Nestero. It doesn't have a magnificent hold.
Or just use it as a character and, bring one ship for each type of site.
Nah, I'd rather have a ship that does both types of sites and doesn't have to keep a mobile depot in a cargo hold. So instead of putting a web on there, I'll put on the other analyzer. That's all I can do, right?
So, like, if you're struggling with the skills right now, I would train up the skills a bit more before you get it, because as I'm hearing it, it's less effective than the normal ones. It's like 50% less strength of the things that I suddenly cannot remember what they're called.
I'm actually succeeding at exploration. Holy fuck. Let's see what I got. T2 salvage loot. Meh.
So, man, I know you'll be interested in this. I get an opportunity to talk with some Merc Corps over the past weekend, and I think we find somebody to help us install the Citadel in our wormhole.
Nice.
That's how you do.
Yeah, so I found this group using the in-game Merc channel, and contacted them, and so it turns out that a defense fleet to help guard your wormhole while your Citadel comes online can be had for the mere cost of 8 billion.
Boy. Might be worth it to save up, get a Fortizar, then. Like,
Yeah, make it worth your while.
yeah,
I'm gonna
because
go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Because I don't want to do 26 billion for the thing, because if it could still get blown up sometime in the future.
yeah, true.
They might also just like, hey, pays us, and now let's blow up his Citadel.
Yeah.
So for a mere 8 billion, I got the 24-hour wormhole coverage while it onlines, and so bring enough people there to make sure that happens, and what do you call it? Have enough people when it comes online to cover it for the 30 minutes or so that it takes to get everything done. So I've scheduled that for sometime in July. Looking forward for that to happen.
That sounds exciting. You happen to need anybody back in there? Because I might have some alts I want to throw back your way.
If you like, I mean, be glad to have you if you want.
Yeah, I've kind of believe it or not, I've been missing doing PI, so I'm doing PI now in nullsec, but damn is it easier to do it in wormhole.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, I got those two characters I've just basically just got like sitting around doing nothing besides collecting dust, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice thing about Eve is they got different sections of the game for different kinds of players, and For small groups, can't emphasize enough that low class wormholes are where to go.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but I have a quick story and then a question. Okay, so the people that have been at war with me, and I say me because I've been the only one really on for almost a month now. He came to me a few days ago. He says, "Hey, you want this war to end?" And I said, "Of course." He said, "Join my corporation, his pirate corporation." I was like, "Let me think about it." Well, he just came to system and he messaged me, and he's like, "So did you think about my offer?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm gonna have to decline. And he's like, "Oh, why?" I'm like, "I'm leaving the corporation anyway, so whatever." And he says, "Oh, where are you going?" So I'm wondering if I should just tell him to bugger off, or
Tell him you're going to Nullsec to pet puppies.
oh, I like it. Thank you. I'm quoting that.
Or kitties, you know. And ride unicorns.
I put, "I am going to Nullsec to pet puppies and ride unicorns."
Beautiful. I'm gonna like flying with you, sir. Because you find that funny.
See, now I need to quickly find a GIF of somebody riding a unicorn and send it to him.
Send him Yan Cat.
No, just
Yeah.
Photoshop a pod onto the tip of a unicorn horn.
Too
I am
much
unicorn. I am a unicorn propelled spacecraft.
effort. No, even better. Take a spaceship, preferably a mining barge, and Photoshop like super shit do it in paint. You have to draw a unicorn horn on it. Or like just cut paste.
Change the exhaust trails to rainbow colors.
I just linked you the best photo you could have.
See that one.
Manny, you should open on a stream.
That is so amazing. I don't know what to do.
Oh, I found a picture of a sloth riding a unicorn.
That's even better. Which, Mirki's spirit animal is the sloth, so... There you go.
If you want me to pull
Success.
something up on stream, you need to link it in the show's in-game channel. I took care of this one because I couldn't not put it up. There we go.
That is amazing. So, one thing I heard about Razor was leaving the Imperium, but still being blue.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like, kind of like out here in Delve. We have frenemies where we're actually true neutral to each other and we'll explode each other like at the drop of a hat. But, yeah, there may have been some kind of deal struck between them. You don't attack us, we don't attack you, it's okay, alright. You know? So maybe. What do you think happened?
They just left. I think I'm not sure. It's just maybe they wanted to reinvent themselves a little.
Could be.
Find it weird that often like people leave, but they're still blue.
That is a little different. Yeah. Well, I guess they would be dropping from like excellent standing to a good standing. It's like, yeah, you can dock up in our space, but we won't. Well, see, that's weird because I guess the standings mean different things to different people or different groups.
Yeah, 'cause that's how I thought the Imperium was. Like, if you're in the Imperium, you get blue standing, like +10. Other people get like +5.
I guess, yeah. Well, SMA was in the Imperium, but I think they were only like +5 or something, or at least the goons. Um, Goon Swarm absolutely was only +5, I think, to us. Interesting little dynamic they got there. I wonder how Saranin is doing these days. I hope they're having fun because I mean that's kind of the thing. Uh, their new way of life.
I heard that NC and PL are moving out, or partially
Yeah,
moving out.
yeah, that
Good.
makes sense. I mean they pulled themselves up, and I think the original intent of the NBC was to wreck all of their Sov, and they did pretty good. They did pretty good.
Yeah,
So,
the people that I on other tunes, I used to be in the Drone Walkers, the people that took me north, but like a lot of people I've talked to there is they just wanted to kick the Imperium out of their space.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that was their victory condition, and then yay, they won the war.
Warp drive active.
They lost.
Hmm. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I mean, being all the way out here, so far removed from it, we just kind of we get a whole bunch of stuff from all sides, whether it be Reddit, TMC, podcasts, and things like that. So it seems like win conditions in general would even kind of vary from member to member. So that was pretty neat. It's like, how do you define a win condition?
Yeah, some people even just like their victory condition is the Imperium and all of their alliances to just quit the game. That's what they want to
Oh.
happen.
Good luck.
That's kind of a far-fetched victory condition, but to each their own.
I guess, yeah.
So yeah, the war was actually quite fun for me because that guy lives up far up in the north, so
Mhm.
we were there, I think AFCON, we were fighting them.
That's cool. Um, for me, when I look at it, I think the win condition has been set. What I wanted to see with this war was the North to be broken up into smaller groups to encourage more content in between them. Like this large wall of just blue was insane because I mean, being an SMA, you had to fly, man, 30 jumps to get any kind of content. The problem is, with such a large group, you have to compile such a large fleet, or people start to feel left out. So you have like 50 whatever in fleet, 30 to 50 whatever kind of ship, and nobody wants to fight that because their numbers bloated so high. I'm all for smaller to mid gang PvP because it moves a little bit more quick. It was a little bit
Though,
faster.
though coming into CFC space from Cobbled Edge was kind of, I saw barely saw any content, just empty. Went
Yeah.
to like Renal, Tino, Branch, nothing. Sometimes I remember once, think in the entry system, I got hot dropped by Super. I was in a Vexor. I was like, oh yay, and attacked a Tyrannus, I think, trying to kill him. Suddenly, through the gate comes a Super and just annihilates me.
Wow. Well, that's fun.
It was interesting.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this whole and that's the neat thing about Fozzie Sov is it took a look at a lot of massive power blocks, and they probably looked at all the systems and they're like, these large groups are owning large swaths of space, and it's not being utilized. This game can be so much more, so many people, especially small groups that are trying, like, when I say small, it's not like 3 people, it's about like 50 to 100 people. They're trying to cut their way into nullsec and have fun, and you have all of these empty systems. So this group of people, they would have to look to larger groups to go, okay, let's strike a deal here, and they lose a little bit of their identity moving into such a large cluster of people. So this is pretty cool. We'll see where this takes us. Fozzie Sov is still young, but I really like what happened in the north. That's a win condition for me. That it just gets smashed down, chucked up, and then people are starting to unblue each other because that's what you do. Eve
Yeah,
should never be static.
yeah. That was though the drone walkers, everyone unbluing each other. There was kind of a clusterfuck, not a fun thing, because up in the northern Timor, it was supposed to be everyone friends. Then some of the members got a bit cocky and started a fight. Started a fight with XX Death,
Right.
and then like with XX Death at our doorstep with their super fleet, with their super fleet, some of the members of the Dawn Walkers had to basically just abandon that or be kicked out of their space,
Wow.
including the Alliance that my tune is in. So,
That sucks.
uh-huh. Yeah, that whole clusterfuck just started as I've been told as an Alliance member from, I don't want to say the Alliance because I'm not sure if that's correct, but one Alliance started attacking XX Death moons, started taking them over. Then X Death was pissed.
Yeah, now is not the time to be attacking moons, that's for sure. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people get a little cocky and they're like, oh, I'm gonna siphon moons and shit, blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, no, gunboat diplomacy has its time, but don't take a stick and try and shove it up a bear's ass. Okay?
Why does it really piss him off?
I know, right? You don't want to piss them off too much. I mean, you can poke at them, whatever, take fleets into their space, roam around, just like general fun. But unless you have a really big stick, don't poke moons. Unless you know for sure they're not going to come and defend it. Watch their movements a little bit, then give it.
Yo, hey man, I just heard back from Jay. He says that he might hot drop us.
Oh my.
Sounds good.
He totally spaced and he forgot, but he's gonna try and get on right now.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, like, carry on with the new solve system. I kind of really like that over the old one because it's at least the way we were doing it is we just put like Entos's zeros out and then the defense flew. But if the CSC would have wanted to keep their space, they probably just need to bring a large T3 fleet and just stomp us. But we barely saw, like in the ops I took part in, I don't think we saw any resistance. Some
Yeah.
roamers going around, but nothing else.
It's really tricky when you own that much space in FozzieSoft. It's
Yeah.
already a really, really intense game of chess when you just have like a couple systems, never mind a whole ton of them. Like the amount of fleets and the fatigue you would put the average member under for how much space Imperium would held it would just be insane. Your members would just be on super burnout within like a couple weeks easy.
Yeah, it's weird that they just all of them went to Serenade and just left everything because they could possibly have held at least some of their space for a while, but if they'd actually fought back.
That is true. The
Now,
defenders do definitely have an advantage.
this is what I'm going to say about the whole issue. As far as the CFC withdrawing withdrawing to Saarinen, this is my 10 minutes of tinfoil. So they withdrew back to Saarinen because they knew they were not going to overcome all the NBC's forces. If the NBC's forces were to ball up and mass up against an Imperium that was fighting back, it would have sharpened them into a much more effective combat machine than they currently are. There would have been massive fights, people would have gotten good or gotten out, and what would be left of the NBC would be an extremely effective fighting force. So the Mittani decided he was going to let his enemies wear themselves out on the massive size of the holdings he's got, put a few holdouts here and there and fade, and keep fighting the good fight just to make it look like, the Imperium is trying. That wasn't the point. They withdrew back to Saarinen. They're massing their forces. They're building their power. And what will happen is once the NBC has grown complacent and, quote unquote, the cracks have started to form, once the NBC falls apart and the North is ruled by warring tribes, the Imperium will rise up out of Saarinen and take up what they consider to be a profitably sized, easily managed section of space, and what you're going to end up with is a much stronger but much leaner Imperium.
But also,
That was my tinfoil rant.
Yeah. In response to that, it's that's probably what they're doing. Also, though, the NPC will then rise back up and just attack that. Oh, and hey, Jay.
Heyo.
Hello, no.
Hey, Jay, you want to go ahead and give us a quick intro?
Hey, I'm Jay McLean. I run Best of Us, military community and EVE Online, and I've done a podcast or two here and there.
Awesome, awesome. We're talking we're tinfoiling real hard as to the future of the North. I'm getting laughed at and by my viewers in Twitch. We lost some carriers that we haven't told everybody about yet.
Oh, that was fun. That was definitely you learn. You live and you learn. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. I liked it. I know. It's all like, what do you mean, Chad? It's liking to lose carriers. And it's like, well, you kind of learn that these large ships, yeah, they're cool. Yeah, you can do a lot with them, especially right now. Holy monkey balls! Wow. Until they get nerfed, carriers are a formidable force.
Oh,
But-
that's so fun to drop.
I know, we experienced that on Tal Wars, which was hilarious. But having the proper organization and the actual skill and experience when flying them really makes a big difference. And a rock solid support subcap fleet is hypercritical as well. So yeah, I think
When it's
I think there was
carriers
some
v
learning.
carrier, not carriers v Tal Wars.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was just hilarious. I'm okay, getting killed by carriers. Notice me, senpai! And then just
I-
charge right into it.
I actually think we dropped 4 or 5 ratting carriers on about the same size of a tower fleet. We were bored. Don't judge me.
Dirt right now. Judging is
Judgment
happening.
intensifies.
Oh, I was just gonna say that too. Thank you, Manny. That's some good stuff. But yeah, until the changes hit, yeah, you know what? Gate camping with carriers is a completely viable thing right now.
Smart bombing gate camping carriers.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my gosh, it's just bonkers.
So I had
It's
some
another-
faction loot out in nullsec that I needed to get over to highsec. I've been injecting my ass off to get my market tune up to speed to do some exploration so I can do something more interesting on the stream. Hence, I'm docked up right now. That'll change in a bit. But in any case, I was running my ass off from our little home in Delve to Amar in an interceptor with about 250 mil worth of faction loot in my cargo hold through, infamous infested space where they were dropping carriers like gate camps.
Sounds ill-advised.
Oh, it was terribly ill-advised. My CEO was like, don't do it, don't fucking do it. I wish I could kick people from the corp for being fucking stupid. And I'm like, well, you know what, I'll learn a lesson. He's like, but there's jump freighter services. I'm like, I'm in a time crunch. And if you get exploded, what sort of time crunch are you in? Well, instead of getting 200 million closer to my goal, I'll get 6 million closer to my goal because I was smart enough to insure my ship.
That's a
Hashtag
spirit.
winning.
In logistics, wormholes are your friends.
I couldn't be bothered to scan things. I know, I'm terrible.
Real quick update, that guy, after I told him I was going to pet puppies and ride unicorns, again, he asked what corp, so I asked him, why do you want to apply? He said, just wondering why you're hiding out there. I said, no, not hiding, riding unicorns, LOL. And so he left the chat.
Well done. Out troll the troll. That is how you do things. I'm proud of you.
Times like this, I wish I had a soundboard. I would totally play the troll song right now.
Hey.
Not the derp song or the laughy song, but the like serious like 70s Russian pop star troll song. Because that is, yes, thank you. Thank you for reaffirming my faith that trolls are not dishonorable.
Most space on it.
It's funny. There was a dude from Test flying around in our space named Oso Honorable. He was also flying around with Tengu links, so I think that's more of a false advertisement.
Yes, the 1v1 at the sun is, a little bit boosted.
Oh, speaking of 1v1s, so a few nights back, I decided, against better judgment, to sacrifice a caracal to the blood gods. Some wormholers had come through our space. They started intosing our station services, threatening to burn us out, and basically just being gigantic pains in the ass.
Oh, weren't they ratting in our systems? And I was all like, "Thanks for increasing my ADMs, bro."
Yeah, and then they accused us of being terrible for the game, that you guys aren't living in your space right. It's like, what would you know? You live in a wormhole. You don't own SOV. Sure, you own your space, but anyone can show up and put stuff up there.
It's definitely gunboat diplomacy.
Yeah,
And,
but
wormholes like 100%.
long story short, they're in Gilas and Sleipnirs. They're on our station. They're like, All right, fine, fine, fine. We will leave you alone if you 1v1 one of our cruisers. And I told him, all right, you know what? I'm not above honor brawling. Sounds like fun. Meet me in KTAC 6 and we'll brawl. And they're like, no, you got to meet us here. I'm like, whatever, fine. I warp to the station. They fail to tackle my rattlesnake. I death clone over to our system where I've got my caracals. I grab a caracal to face off against Gilas because
Good plan.
why the fuck not, right? I jump into system. I'm like, all right, I'm here. Prepare to be disappointed. Fucking warp in, and it was not 1v1. No, the Sleipnir got top damage on my kill mail. And then I get a convo from the Gila pilot, and he's like, I'm sorry, man. I told them not to. I'm sorry, man. Hey, you want to join our corp?
No.
What? Wait, what? Yeah, you seem like you'd be a perfect fit for our corp. No. Been flying with these
Hey,
guys
man,
for
shit.
years. I've got real life friends in the corp. I'm not important, but I'm kind of somebody, you know?
We end
Hey,
up playing.
man, shape.
You
Hey,
know
man,
people.
I would,
gameplay
I
actually
would
happen.
name and shame if I could. However, I am not on my main because I do not want to stream operationally secure information.
Like super secret serial business.
Super ethereal secret squirrel over here.
I know, right? McLean, what have you been up to this past week, man?
I've been shooting the goon Astra houses in Saarinen.
Sounds like a good time. Do you want to bust out your tinfoil hat? You know, maybe chat about why you think all of the Goonies and the bees are in their hive of Saarinen.
So, apparently it's some master stroke strategy by the top guys in the Imperium to keep us entertained and totally bait us in Saarinen while we go run around and oppress people. I just show up and I get on fucking Citadel kill mills and it makes my killboard happy. Not because I really needs it, because it's pretty nice on its own. But it's a goon Citadel, and for a long time I was chomping at the bit to kill some goonies, so it feels kind of nice.
There you go. Yes, the master plan. Honestly.
We'll see.
Honestly, like when we were out here and we were getting really hard pressed during our dark days of just taking Sov, you know, we had other groups just kind of go like, haha, we're gonna take your Sov, and I'm like, nope. And those were some hard freaking days. That was really, really tough. But you know, the people who were actually showing up to fleet and just being there and kicking all of the ass, and that made us into a really lean, crazy machine. But now we got new bros, and the new bros don't understand. They don't remember the dark days. They're staying up for like 48 hours and just going like, yep, fleet. Yep. I remember waking up at 4 a.m. and going like, shit, I gotta get business going here. But I would like to see, like, we're trying against a rival group currently to just kind of hone our skills against them and become a little bit leaner. I'm pretty sure they're going like, haha, scrubs, they suck, blah, blah, blah. But the cool thing is, whenever you're fighting up against a more battle-hardened force, your people are gonna learn. So, if I was the Goons, or the Imperium in general, at large, you know what? Bash some fucking heads. You know, get into those big crazy battles. Get some battles under your belt, and that is how you make a more lean, mean fighting machine.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've gotten... I mean, obviously they're going to get better than they used to be, right? Because there was really no reason they had all that space at all, whatsoever. Except for the fact that they could put fucking 1,000 dudes on any kind of, like, strat up that they wanted. Well, now they can't really do that so much. I mean, they're a lot more cohesive. They can actually form, like, decently. You know, obviously, because they're all in Saarinen. But, there's no way they would have survived the way they were anyways. It's just like a fucking... It's like that limpy gazelle out there. It's just... it's gonna get fucking devoured by somebody sometime. There's just no reason for it to survive.
Yeah.
Also, their space was just too big, too much. Like I've even heard like CFC goons people say like, yeah, we had too much.
Well, I mean, apparently, so now they're doing the hindsight's 2020 thing, and they're
Yeah.
claiming that they knew that they couldn't hold it. But I would counter with, you know,
Bullshit.
I think they actually knew like jack shit, and they were like, oh, we've been projecting this machismo of we're just the fucking winners for so long. They actually thought that they could hold it, and they never anticipated this many people coming after it. So had it not been this coalition, then maybe they could have. But you know,
Yeah,
you piss
had
on
it,
somebody's back for so long, and they're gonna be like, "All right, it's not raining, motherfucker. We're coming for you."
had it only been maybe PL and NC Dot, they could have maybe held out, but with everyone that had any grudge or bone to pick with them piling and piling on, you just can't do that.
Well, I'm looking forward to hopefully maybe look at their show. They're supposedly they have their super cat fleet nice and safe. I can't wait till they're in a spot where they can actually use their super cap fleet because
So-
I've been going through our whole mandatory like learn how to use a carrier, you fucking scrub after the changes. And
So
let me tell you, it's a lot more skill intensive than it ever used to be. You're not going to be dual boxing, and you're going to really be paying attention if you're in a carrier doing that fighter on fighter, trying to clear off all of their damage off the field. Like, it's going to take some intense kind of skill, and I don't know that their level of players are going to have an edge in that kind of gameplay.
Yeah, because it's not necessarily just sitting on a whole stack of SP and slinging drones around, just like, look at me go. It's like you actually have to actively work on it, which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, oh, the gameplay is so engaging. Like, I love it. It's just, my Thanatos is the best. I can't, like, I want to drop it on everything. It's so fucking great. Just the
Oh, yeah.
gameplay is great.
Yeah, I think even after the nerfs that are going to be placed on the carriers, I still think
Don't
they're
say
gonna...
that. You're gonna don't do that. I gotta hold hope that
Hey,
it would be just.
it'll just become carriers online, and then you really don't want that because the access to carriers is not as not as good. But
Or maybe it's more fun because everybody has a carrier. And you're like, oh fuck, I just got a carrier kill now.
maybe
It could be this new evolution, a new dawn for
oh my
for
God.
capital engagement.
It's like screw it. You know what? These destroyer rooms that were going on, fuck it, carriers. Just getting a carrier. I don't know. I think it's
The idea's
it's-
passed my mind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it out out of the realm of possibility
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, like as a carrier pilot, I can fly a whole shit ton of stuff. But it's just kind of like something's a little bit broken when you're dropping carriers on stuff religiously that is like three ship levels below you, easily.
Yeah, but it happened before. I mean, you run
Oh,
into
yeah.
the point where fuck, I just can't find content, and so you're like, what's around? Let's just drop on some shit.
There
Because
you go.
one, I want a helicopter deck with my carrier because hey, look at this new skin that I got for it.
Fair
Like
enough.
the
Yeah.
Quave skin is the best skin. Honestly, if you don't have that for your Thanatos, you're doing
It's-
something wrong.
It's really good. I don't fly Fanny, so not yet. I can fly 2 out of the 4. I'm not quite there at the Fanny yet. But I love carriers. I think they're super awesome. But yeah, clearing the field of damage. Yeah, totally believe that. That's awesome. But they should be like a counter to bullshit like carriers and
Well,
I
if
mean
you look at it, they are
carriers
counter
and
to
ships.
carriers.
Yeah, they are.
In
Sorry,
a capital,
but,
in a capital on capital engagement, right? Let's say you have your super cap force; they're out there.
Mm.
You're going to drop dudes in carriers, and they're going to go out there with their what do they call them? The air superiority fighters, and they're going to try and clear off those heavy bombers and just wipe them off the field, and nude out anything that they're going to be getting out of the enemy supercarrier fleet.
But yeah, I do agree with you on that. But it's just kind of like I have quite a few new bros in my group, and it just kind of sucks. Where it's like, hey, we're gonna go kill some shit. Nope, died by carrier in my T1 destroyer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
This is Eve, though. I mean, you gotta remember.
This is
that.
Hey,
Eve,
we got some
believe-
dank kills.
You can get
yeah,
kill
it's
mails
true.
for their fighters.
Oh yeah, we got a fighter
Oh,
kill
yeah.
mail.
We got a
We
few.
killed a mauler. We killed a couple other their Sino ships.
It's just, I'm not saying we're not gonna get any kill mills or anything, but it's just like, Keska, what? Like, every ship should be balanced. Well, every ship should be balanced, asterisk. It's not gonna ever happen for every ship to be balanced, but, maybe,
Well, I
maybe
mean,
a
if
little
you
bit more
look at
balancing. A little bit.
if you look at carriers, right? They weren't balanced against subcaps. They were balanced in this because that's what these changes are supposed to be. They're supposed to be a new form of capital engagement, like its
Oh, yeah.
own like a capital on capital actual fleet. So they're balanced against that kind of gameplay, capital on capital. But I mean, it's hard to do that when now you have to factor in subcaps, and it's like, oh, well, how do we defang this thing enough that it's not terrible against subcaps, but we're not saying,
Overkilling.
oh, don't
Yeah.
bring a carrier anymore, just bring a super cap.
Oh, well, totally. Yeah, you got to find that balance because carriers, they're fantastic. And the fact that, take dreads with high angle guns. Being able to clear out larger subcaps is brilliant. That's fantastic. Like, I love it. So instead of these dreads and carriers getting absolutely swarmed, they have a little bit of chance to defend them against themselves a little bit easier. I'm totally for the defense, but you also gotta. It's a precarious balance. You gotta find it because you don't want it to be total overkill, but you also want to have some incentive to fly these big ships. Because I mean, seriously, they're cool.
Well, not just
Cool to
incentive to fly the big ships, but incentive to fly the different big ships. Because then what you have is the meta settles in place, and it's like, all right, everybody abandon this fucking ship because this is the most optimal. So that's what everybody's going to be going with. It's nice to see variety out there, and that's why it's nice to see what they did with the super cats with the the different E-War abilities of them.
Oh yeah, totally. Totally, that's really cool. Just to give them a little bit more versatility.
And they nano kiting hell.
That's awesome.
Hey,
That's
don't let your
perfect.
dreams be memes and get out there.
Just do it.
Exactly.
Do it!
I mean, when I learned of the Force Auxiliary, because I'm a diehard Logi pilot, I still like to blow shit up though. I'm really sad that I can't have my horde drones in my Force Auxiliary. By the way, that just kind of tear. What? I can?
Yeah.
I thought they couldn't
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, you can have normal drones.
Okay,
You can
okay,
put your
okay,
warrior
perfect.
2 in there and just be like, yay.
I can't
Oh.
because my drones got moved to high sec because when the change hit, like the guy that was in that ship, like his respawn station got changed and everything went there.
Oops. Yeah. Before that change went, I'm like, okay, empty the carrier, everything, all right, we're good, perfect, and then let it hit. Oh, that makes me feel so good though that I can put little, warrior twos into my fax machine. Oh.
Don't quote me on this, but I think if you actually go into triage, you can no longer use the drones. They don't do damage or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that doesn't
yeah.
surprise me.
Yeah, I think I've heard that. Yeah.
Which, I mean, it makes sense. Triage, because it is so powerful, you gotta dial back certain things. Yet again, balance, it's a thing. It's hard to achieve sometimes, though. Not gonna lie.
You must balance your chi with your horde drones.
Hard drones. Yeah, I love it when I'm in a Guardian and I'm locking up targets, and I bet you they're all like, what you gonna do, rep me to death? I'm like, nah, I just have perfect drone skills. Okay, done. Lap, done. Ah, that's good times.
Or you can always take out the troll fleet of exequators, and you just have your damage drones in them, and everybody just reps each other.
Exactly, it's like, I will eventually whittle you down. I'm not overcoming your reps, but you know what, I feel good. Oh, man.
Jeez, this wormhole I found is just like full of gas. All the gas.
So much
Oh,
burritos,
yes.
Manny.
Yeah, open a window.
I don't have a venture here, so it's not like I have anything to huff it with.
Mm. Yeah, my little noob tune up in high sec. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll learn gas harvesting, whatever, 25 million is for the skill book, and I'm like, I don't, but no money. Oh, so sad. Gotta go mine some more stuff. I'm trying to keep her independent. I gave her an allowance of 50 million is to start out with, and that's it, which is a lot more than what a lot of other people have. But she finally earned her keep and paid it back. But man, 25 million is just a lot. Yay.
Alright, I found a relic site. Another one.
Do the thing, Manny.
I'm doing the thing.
Perfect. I like it. So yeah, that's all I got.
Let me just put out what I came on here to put out, because
Alright.
I'm gonna need to get going because it's getting late here. I gotta get to sleep. I'm an
Yeah,
old
no
man.
worries.
So next week, actually, yeah, 1 week from today, Eve Northeast starts. It's in northern Pennsylvania. If you want to know more about it, because I may mess up some of the details, it's www.evenortheast.com, and they should have all the information. Tickets are like 80 or 90 bucks. It covers all your food for the weekend. It goes from Thursday to Sunday morning, and this is the first time in this new location in Pennsylvania. Last time we were in New Hampshire, which was a hell of a time. But hopefully this proves like we're gonna have a lot more room on the inside. So the barn from last time, if you went, you were worried about not having enough space. It's gonna be a lot bigger. I'm gonna be running a beer pong tournament. There's gonna be a collectible card game tournament if you're into that kind of thing. What else? I know there's going to be a Tito's taste-off of different vodkas there. That'll be happening, and that'll be a little rough. But all in all, there's going to be a band there Saturday night. It's going to be a really good time. Me, Dirk McGurk, a bunch of people, bunch of my PL bros are going to be down there. Miss McLean is showing up for it this year too, so we're going to have a really good time. Anybody who is even close to the Pennsylvania area, and you're listening to this, go to the website. Just go. If it's your first Eve meet, I promise you won't be disappointed. It's going to be a great time. It's always good to get out there and meet other Eve players. At first, they may seem kind of daunting.
You
That
get used
common
to
ground?
the smell. You get
Yeah,
used to the smell. It's normal.
There's no goats this year, so hopefully maybe that smell will be better.
No.
Well, maybe not. But hey, the booze will do more than mask all of that. So you probably won't even remember that there was a bad smell. So
It's gonna be a different kind of bad.
yeah, I'm gonna be doing a small presentation with a little sneak preview at the presentation I'm gonna be doing at E Vegas this year. Talking about Best of Us, hanging out with some Best of Us bros. So if you're gonna go to Eve Meet, this is probably the one to do. And if you can't make it this year, then I know there's going to be one next year. Man, make sure to go to this one. We're going to be hanging out with CCP Logi Bro and CCP Savior. And it's not like Vegas or like some of these other ones. It's a lot more relaxed. You get to actually spend time and like talk about all sorts of stuff. Because a lot of these Eve Meets are like one night and you're just, okay, where do I go after I'm shit-faced? Well, here, you just go to the tent after you're shit-faced and you get to hang out for like 3 days. It really is a good time. So, anybody who's even on the fence about it, just go. I'll find you. Me and Dirk McGurk are going to go there, and we're going to be total social predators. So if you're a wallflower, just expect that we're going to prey upon you, and we're probably going to make you drink, and bad decision will be made. It'll be a good time.
And or a raping.
So if people want to like start a GoFundMe for Janice, me go. Yeah. No, I can't. Okay, maybe next year. I try. I'm done. Go be my champion. Listeners, go get drunk for me. Go, go.
Okay.
Sweet. Thank you, Kale. You're my champion. I expect fantastic stories.
Cal, you ready for Vegas, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not ready for Vegas. I'll tell you when you're ready, and you're not ready yet.
I am personally ready. The issue of Afghanistan might prohibit some of that. It could interfere.
It's not like they're even doing anything over there these days.
No, I know, which is what pisses me off the most about it.
Whee!
All right, everybody. I gotta get out of here. Have a good night.
Cheers.
Absolutely. Thanks for hot dropping.
I'll be back. Not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that, and I'll tell you all about Eve Northeast. So I'll hype it up some more and let everybody know how it went.
Sounds good.
Night, everybody.
Later, bro.
I was disappointed. I found a relic site. It was a sleeper relic site, and I am in no condition to fight sleepers.
Noob.
They do all the nasty things,
They do.
Oh yeah.
and they do them right to your butt too.
Whoa.
And your face at the same time.
Yeah, that's
From
what makes
the
it super
same
disgusting.
angle.
Yeah, that's what makes it super disgusting.
Hot. Well,
It's
I gotta
that-
go ahead. I'm sorry. Gotta zoom.
Sadness. Go ahead and give us a shout out.
Oh no. Okay, this is Tannis. You're friendly most of the time, HR. I will see you guys later next week, Thursday. Be there or be square. Nah, you guys are all cool. Alright, cheers.
See you later, Tannis. The show will continue, however, because I want to do another site before I get the fuck out of here.
Actually, I'm gonna have to bail out too, so I'll do a quick shout out to all the fellows that still log into migration and continue to play the game in good style.
Damn, everyone's leaving me, man. Isn't that cool, man?
Well, you need to start the show on time.
Hey, I'm doing the best I can. I was ready to go, but I was waiting for people.
All right, I'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week, dude.
Speaking of people, whatever happened to Scott, man?
I don't know. Ever since that almost fight with Tannis, he's been a no-show.
Wait, what? Did I miss that?
Yeah, he forgot that his Skype mic wasn't muted, and he was like, "Little girl, you tell me what to do," or some shit like that. And she was very, very sweet and polite with all the venom she could muster in her voice.
I can almost just hear the spike right now from her voice.
Wow.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Scott after that. It's kind of sad, really.
Like, yeah, I mean, like I see him online, and I'll even like shoot him a message like, "Hey man, what's up? What are you doing?" And like nothing. I get nothing out of the guy.
I don't know. It's
So-
kind of sad.
I mean, as kind of young and childish as he can be sometimes, he's a good kid, and I like him. He's good. He's good people.
I get the feeling everything else in this wormhole is either a gas site, another wormhole, or a sleep or whatever.
What class you in?
C3.
Yeah, you might find another thing.
Is it empty?
So far I haven't really seen any movement. I mean, there's a Saber and his V-Pool on D-Scan, but they're probably abandoned.
Or, I mean, is there a pause in there?
No, actually. I don't see a pause so far.
Because I am looking for a wormhole.
Well, there's one in New Caldari. Literally right next door to Cheetah, and now that I've announced where the wormhole is, I'm gonna get out of it.
Yeah, probably a good idea. I was gonna say, get the fuck out.
It is GTFO time now, hooray.
God, have either of you guys taken control of a fucking Citadel?
No, I don't have the skills or the access rights.
What do you mean you don't have the skills?
I think you have to have like some sort of at least an anchoring skill up to a level I don't have it.
It must be like maybe a one or a two because I certainly did it in this tune, and I didn't even realize I could do it. I just was in there and I was like, you know what? Let me just click this little button here that says take control. Oh shit! I have control. I have all the controls. Oh, such power! All the
Unlimited
missiles.
power!
I don't know. I was like, oh man, it's fucking cool. Like there's nothing for me to do there besides just spin around. I was doing citadel spinning. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me see what my you said anchoring or no? Is it anchoring?
Yeah, I think so. And something about like maybe you need stand-up missile operation or some shit. I don't know.
I've got anchor to two, so I don't know what else I would need. I mean, it didn't have. If it had fighters, I could have used that because I do have fighter skills. But
That's the thing though. I don't think you need fighter skills.
yeah, I don't know.
I could swear that was a thing.
I don't know, but it was pretty cool though. I dig.
Warp drive active.
Totally dig it.
All right. I am just about back to Cheetah.
So mathematically speaking, since I'm now on the bottom of the bottle of wine, how many hours of gym time is that? Is that just cardio or is that lifting time? Do you think?
You've gone into diminishing returns.
Ah, fuck me.
Yeah, it's not like you can,
Docking
fit
station
3 damage
detected.
controls to your ship and say, haha, I am invincible. I
I
have all the duct tape.
I reached my 1 rep max.
Shield boost, hull boost, and armor boost. Let's go!
I have a Tristan fit like that. I call it Triple T, the triple tank Tristan. It's got an ASB, an AAR, and a hull repairer.
I've sent so many chat windows blinking right now. I should see what's going on.
They're all overrated.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
it's
corp
all
chat keeps blinking, but I forgot that, I'm not in my main. I am on Money Bothans. You should send all your money to Money Bothans. I will use it to do more impressive things than run around in a wormhole and crap my pants every time I tell you where it's at. Um,
I was gonna say, but they're tinfoil hatting or whatever they were calling it before. Last time I saw you doing a site, you should leave those white dots alone until you absolutely have to click on them, because I think it's more than a 50% chance it'll actually be something bad than something good.
no, you can cargo scan those ahead of time. It never changes. If I
I'm talking about the mini thing game where you're sitting there going through the
Oh, those.
yeah.
Yeah, those can be something bad. But normally when I'm clicking on them, I'm looking for utility subsystems.
Yeah, no, I definitely know getting the different boosters or whatever else, but that's why I stopped messing with the white dots. If it's a white dot, I don't click it unless I have nothing else to click.
And of course, I've come across white dots that are in fact the system core, so
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah, if you get your skills higher, because I was in an Astero and I got blowed up. Now I'm in a Helio, so a little less expensive if I get blowed up. And actually, now that I got my skills higher, it's better than being in the Astero.
well, I was just, in a rush to get into something. This is 2 skill injectors and 3 days of training.
Yeah.
So,
So question on your opinion, because I'm probably on Monday going to create or make a character in the 3rd slot on my thing, and so I'm wondering what would be more cost effective to dual pilot train for a month, or a skill injector, or well, actually,
Skill injector.
you think that would be more cost effective?
Because the dual skill training is what? It's $20, right? 19.99 or something like that.
Well, you could.
you
do
can
it
buy
in
it on the
a disc.
market. It's about 800 million.
Oh, okay, yeah, fuck yeah, do that.
Yeah, do that.
the they cost as much as a Plex. It's the exact same. Like out of game, not in.
Oh,
Yeah, out of
actually,
game.
multiple
Oh,
pilot
nice.
training certificate. I'm taking a look at them now. Buy price is around 890. Sell price is just shy of a bill. But there isn't a lot of volume. I see a lot of 1 and 2 orders placed on the seller's market.
So the question is how much if with no implants and attributes, obviously attributes I could align once to go more towards, frigates or whatever. The question becomes is how many skill points would I earn in that month? Because if I would earn,
More than you would with a skill injector. Skill injectors versus multiple pilot training certificates are really just a pro and con battle. There's a reason why I went for skill injectors over multiple pilot training certificates. It's because I needed to have this tune ready within a week.
yeah,
If I had a month to train more, if I had a month, I would use the multiple pilot training certificate and train skills passively. But I don't have that kind of time. Homie don't have time to be playing that game. You know what I mean?
yeah, I hear you.
And that's why I went the route of injectors, and why my character is now addicted to skill injectors. Y'all got any more than skill injectors?
A peanut butter and skill injector sandwich.
See, to make a skill injector, you take some cocaine and some baking soda, and I think it tasted egg and cinnamon. I don't know the recipe.
So if you recall, a few weeks back when it was my birthday and I decided to go and buy 6 Plex, I burnt through a lot of that already on skill injectors.
Oh yeah, it must be nice to fill up those holes.
Yeah,
Training
I mean-
holes. Training holes.
Oh.
Yeah, those two.
That's what I meant. I meant all that. I'm probably an alcoholic.
I know I am.
You're in the
I'm-
military.
I'm
so
almost
it's kind
out
of
of.
an
I'm
assumed
almost
thing.
out of cultist Kool-Aid.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go on a fucking withdrawals when I go to the field next week.
Have fun in a field.
Shaking, shivering. It's so cold out here, Sergeant. It's like 95 degrees right now.
Turn on the air conditioning. We're in a field. Oh God, my core's gonna get so ripped. Yeah, good times. Okay. Wow, we're an hour and 45 minutes in, and I have not yet had to look at the Eve subreddit for something to talk about. That's amazing.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, so I started selling off some stuff after that. Oh, I started loading up when that guy came into my system and started harassing me about, where am I going? Where am I going? And I think one of the other people that aren't at war with us are in the system because as soon as I undocked, which I did it in my Helios just because I had a feeling, he came back into system. But in other news, kind of this is perfect timing, another corp decided to war deck us. And this is a corp that goes and is purely, that's all they do. They have 80 active wars, 15 pending wars when I looked at them last night.
Jesus Christ. Oh, so apparently somebody got the first capital up on the open market.
Oh, cool, man. Is it a Krilla special?
No, I don't think so. But it's for sale in Jada.
It's gotta be a scam.
Oh yeah, total scam.
Everything's a scam.
Well, especially in Jita.
Oh, did y'all hear about the? I think it was an iPhone app that was Eve Cheats, and I think it was being sold for like $1 or whatever. And if somebody bought it and downloaded, all it was basically a Word document with general advice to play the game. Like, don't fly something you can't afford to lose and all this other stuff. So of course it
That's
had a really,
awesome.
really low rating. But I'm like, I wonder how much money. I think there was at least 20 reviews. So I'm like, that person made at least enough money off this app to go buy a Plex. Good on you, sir.
That's fucking awesome.
At some point, you just gotta applaud the ingenuity and craftiness.
Oh, there's something I saw on Reddit that seemed rather interesting. So, somebody was taking some footage off of Sissy, and apparently, they've got a new feature on Sissy right now that gives a little pop-up whenever something happens to your wallet.
Oh,
So,
yeah, so cool.
so yeah, let's say you get one of those dank nullsec ratting ticks that I get all the time because I'm super wealthy. But whenever one of them comes through, I'll get a pop-up notification that'll show me how much ISK I made, as opposed to my wallet just gets all blinky and flashy, and then I gotta play 20 questions to figure out where the money came from.
I do like the we're gonna get 8 overview tab. That's fucking dope.
Oh yeah, that's gonna come in
Yeah.
handy. I can finally get all the rocks off of my main tab and just put them on their own tab.
Yep.
And one for all the wrecks. And then one for all the Care Bears. Oh,
Maniacal
I'm sorry.
laugh. Maniacal laugh.
I'm sorry, was that out loud? Yes, all the Care Bears must die. Including myself, which I do often. Alright, well, let's go ahead and close the show out. We're getting, close-ish to 2 hours. We'll go ahead and do shout-outs. We'll go ahead and start our shout-outs from the bottom. So that would be you, Voltaire.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Adon Robotics, of course. We are currently recruiting. Join Adrian Robotics channel in game, or go to Adrian Robotics /recruiting if I remember that correctly. And I also want to give a special shout out to my to a person I've completely forgotten the name of. So
Some dude.
You know who you are.
Stay classy.
so yeah, no.
Alright, Kale?
Shit, I don't really have any shoutouts besides, if you would like to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/kale_decadence, and, watch me fail horribly at Eve, and whatever, do it.
Stream snipe them. That fun stuff.
Wait, no, hold on. It's not Kale_decadence on Twitch. It's just Kale Decadence on Twitch, or SoundCloud is Kale Dash. I don't fucking know.
Words, preferably in
Who knows?
English.
Google. It happens.
Awesome. And Damien.
Yeah, give a shout out to the recent batch of followers on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, if you want to follow me, since we're doing selfless plugs or shameless plugs here, on Twitch, I am D4Ever777. So follow me, please. Yes. Actually, and also a shout out to Twitch user Helm Jenkins for being my first giveaway winner. And yeah, all that fun stuff.
Super awesome. I guess it's my turn now. I want to give a shout out to all my bros in Mercury Enterprises for keeping things fun. Mercury Enterprises is recruiting. We will be +1 recruit very soon. Very happy to have you with the Corp, Damien. Um, I want to give a shout out to Just Let It Happen Alliance. We are carving out a piece of nullsec for ourselves. If you're interested in joining us and making our dream of space supremacy come to fruition, you can talk to Tanis Anzomi. She's our HR. She handles bringing all the peoples in. I'm very surprised to find out that, but by advertising it on the show, we are getting a lot more interest in people joining the alliance. That is super awesome to see. I want to give a shout out to, I want to give a personal shout out to Golden Saber, who's, I think he's with Marikyu. I know he's with the Alliance. Yeah, I think he's Marikyu. He lent me the last little bit of ISK I needed to get my exploration tune off the ground while Test was camping us in our system. Yay, Test Alliance, woohoo. In any case, yeah, big shout out to Golden Saber. He's an awesome bro. We have a bunch of awesome bros in our corp. You should definitely think about joining. You can find our information in the Maracue channel in game. That's Maraque. I do want to give a shout out to all the followers on Twitch. Thanks for making the show, something that people know about, at least are vaguely aware of. All of the listeners on SoundCloud, I watch that shit like a hawk, just waiting for that play counter to go up, and all that good stuff. If you guys have the real life Iskies to spare, I would really appreciate taking a look at my donation page. Every dollar being donated so far is to help keep the show hosted on SoundCloud so that people can download the audio while we are waiting for PodSite Creative to become a thing. And then there will be awesome tools and a new website and hosting, and you can find it on evepodcast.coms and all the fucking buttons, because amazeballs all the buttons. I really can't wait for that to become a thing. I am eager to get in on the ground floor of that. And for everyone for being on the show, because doing a show by myself sucks royally. I tried it once. I will never do it again. I might as well have gone into a 20-minute rant about daddy issues, which I have actually had to record one time on public access. No, it wasn't my rant. I was the technical director of a public access cable show, which meant I was the guy in the back pushing all the buttons.
Ooh, exhilarating.
Oh yeah, I remember when we had the Omaha mayoral candidates on. One of the last winners, he actually won the election. He was on the show, and the dude literally sounded off like a fucking human spreadsheet. I fell asleep. I'm not ashamed to admit I fell asleep during that interview. And hey, look, Urziel joins us just as we're doing shoutouts.
Hello.
Say hi, Urs.
Hi.
Say bye, Urs.
Hi.
So actually, I've been hoping you'd come on. How are things going with Urziel? When last we left off, things were not so bright.
Yeah, I had my nurse home visit today. That's what pretty much broke my sleep cycle, so yeah.
Was she at least hot?
She's alright.
Good enough.
Yeah, he could have gotten the 50-year-old really big lady who's just a whiz with needles.
You're just a weird, aren't you?
Yep, that's the one. All right, well, I guess I'll finish out the show then. For Damien, Kazumi, Kale, Jay McLean, Tanis, now Urziel, Voltaire, and myself, this is Manny Bothans, reminding you that Manny Bothans died to bring you this information because Manny Bothans was primary. Fortunately, his medical clone was somewhere nearby.